The slave master took Tom and dressed him well and fed him well and even gave him a little education. Gave him a long coat and a top hat and made all the other slaves look up to him. Then he used Tom to control them. The same strategy that was used in those days is used today by the same white man. He take a Negro, so-called Negro, and make him prominent, build him up, publicize him, make him a celebrity, and then he becomes a spokesman for Negroes and a Negro leader.
Snakewood Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
All that and then some. To the end come, hit the YouTube streets, find a corner, and bend one. Jeter, 7 C's, 3 G's, all that. You digitalize. The questions is asked. Why didn't Denzel get an Oscar for playing Malcolm X? Me personally, I would imagine he would have gotten one for Glory. That is my favorite role I've ever seen him play. I think it was his best performance, and I'm sure it's debatable amongst with others because he's had a lot of roles, great roles. But let's see what Phyllis Yvonne says about why he didn't get an Oscar for playing Malcolm X, which he probably should have. The same way Jamie Foxx got one for playing Ray. Yeah, I think it is very extremely difficult for someone that we're so familiar with such a strong personality like Denzel, like Jamie Foxx, for then do such a convincing job in being someone else who we are very familiar with, like Ray Charles or Malcolm X. I think that is so commendable that they both deserved Oscars. Even Will Smith came very close to the same level with the Ali story. But with no further ado, let's see what they say the Oscar committee has been up to.
Another one of your roles, at least films that you were a part of, was Malcolm X, starring Denzel Washington. Why do you feel Denzel didn't get an Oscar for that?
Because it was about Malcolm X. And the powers that be are still the powers that be. So we can, act like, pretend like, but they still make those decisions. So it's like why he got it for Training Day as opposed to, what was the one where he played...
Jada Kiss say why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it. And why Holly had to let a white man pop her before she got an Oscar.
In the Army.
Glory, baby, that's the one, Glory. He was a cold near in Glory, young too. He was hard.
Was about the...
Hurricane?
No, that one he definitely wasn't going to get. That was a boxing. This one, it's going to come to me. It was Glory. He didn't get it for Glory.
Right.
He performed in Glory, but they couldn't do that because it was true. We saw a depiction, but it was still more truth about how blacks.
If I knew that was gonna come up, I probably would have tried to use a clip from Glory for the intro when he took them lashes, boy, and that tear finally dropped. But it's one of the most G-est, hardcore, gangsterish, fierce tears you ever seen. Oh my mama.
Fought, died, and what the sensibilities were, then they were ready to, have that conversation. That was going to open up too much dialogue.
Yeah.
Can't have that much dialogue.
I was going to kind of ask, what does that look like? Let's say Denzel just won the Oscar for Malcolm X. What happens?
Then the dialogue is going to come about Malcolm X, what he did, what he stood for, what he said. They're just not ready for those kinds of conversations. So no, we can't bring, shine to that. We can't put no light over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
How?
It held the mirror up to their faces about their atrocities of themselves and their ancestors. They didn't want to celebrate that.
How was that whole process of doing that film?
Oh, that for me, it was interesting because Denzel actually directed the scene that I was in. He told Spike, I want to direct Phyllis in this. So he actually directed, my character was Honey. Another backstory was I auditioned for Honey and Betty Shabazz.
Got you.
So I went and did the audition, went and changed clothes, and so I was up for both roles. And we know that Angela Bassett was cast ultimately in that role. So for me, I was in Harlem. I was at home, up the street. It was at the height of my personal challenges, and so it was awkward because I knew a lot about the nation and a lot about, I've never been a member, never felt a need to be a member.
Yeah.
But I do remember the pride that I appreciated the men that I saw in Philadelphia. I was like, where do these men come from? Escorting me to the train and not asking for no number, not trying to hit, not trying to holler. Where they made them at, And they were coming from the Nation of Islam, so.
Right.
I could appreciate that from us, man. Shout out to the nation for that. On my mama, just having some type of discipline, decorum, respect, mannerisms, just general, just being genuinely good people.
I think I'm sure that's why it wasn't nominated or why he did not receive the nomination. It would open up too much dialogue and bring light and interest to things and information that they just weren't interested in us being exposed to at the time if we weren't already. Truth be told, like I tell people, I saw Denzel play Malcolm on stage for real when he was really lean and hungry. See, because I started with the theater for Denzel, Samuel, all Apatha, all of them started in theater in New York. The Black Theater Experience is where they cut their teeth. So I remember seeing Denzel with an actor who was one of the first that the AIDS took away, named Kirk Kirksey, who played the Honorable Elijah Muhammad on stage. That was the performance to see of Denzel as the, Malcolm. All those who are living, who saw that, who were blessed to see that, or fortunate to see that, I'm sure will attest the same thing. Not to take anything away from his performance in the film, but I will always remember him on stage in that role. Yeah.
That's the what you would say you preferred that version?
I think it's just a truer version. It gives you theater. It's not the hour. You don't get the cinematic. You don't get all of that. But theater is a different kind of experience. It's real. It's visceral. It's right now. It's that immediate that happens between the audience and the actor. And it was just powerful. I mean, he transformed on that stage. He transformed.
This one-on-one moment is presented by Hypers Club. Watch the full interview at hypersclub.com by becoming a...
Yesterday was bullshit, but today gonna be a good day. Louisiana 3P, yeah, the 3P. I'm talking about the hood way, like when the Lakers got the 3P, I have to say it was a good day. Hey now, say now, I woke up feeling like it was my birthday. Checks coming in like the first day. I said checks coming in like the first day. Niggas tryna knock me off my pivot, I get ignorant, live it. Give it to you in the worst way, I give it how I live it. Let the church say amen. I was trying to chase a little 2K. I was trying to chase a little 2 bands, water and pineapple juice. Hold the deuce, I'm zeroed in. Shoot the beak off a bird. Toucan Sam, do you know who I am? It's Noonie. Bang that business, you goofy. See this big old ring, if I mink me. You get loopy, crashing shit, I think I'm boosty. Debo, but this ain't no movie. This ain't 2B, this ain't no movie. Yesterday was bullshit, but today gon' be a good day. Louisiana 3Ps, yeah, the 3Ps. I'm talking about the hood way, like when the Lakers got the 3P. Have to say it was a good day. Hey now, say now, I woke up feeling like it was my birthday. Checks coming in like the first day. I said checks coming in like the first day. Really though, I read the back of my cereal box. I still keep a dog in my sock. But he mad, you lucky I'm not. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock. Hopped off the post, threw it in sport, ooh wee. Pocket stuff like a loose leaf. Pick around, we ain't talking about sushi. It's Noonie and the green is for blue cheese. It's Noonie and the green is for blue cheese. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock. I'm about to blow, I'm about to pop. Shout out to the low, he passed me the rock.
Just as the slave master in that day used Tom, the house Negro, to keep the field Negroes in check. The same old slave master today has Negroes who are nothing but modern Uncle Toms, 20th century Uncle Toms, to keep you and me in check, keep us under control, keep us passive and peaceful and nonviolent. That's Tom making you nonviolent.
Snakewood and that Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.